Busted appliance? This is your sign to upgrade. Shop at Lowe's to get up to 35% off and next-day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/appliance delivery for more details.
Visit your nearby Lowe's on East 17th Avenue in Hutchinson.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis-Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
Magnesium supplements? You've mastered that. Now take it to the next level. Upgrade to Solar Ray Magnesium Glycinate from the #1 magnesium brand in health food stores. With a 50-year legacy of quality and trust, Solar Ray triple tests every raw ingredient for identity, purity, and potency. The result? Expertly chelated magnesium for powerful muscle, bone, and relaxation support that fits your daily stack. Shop Solar Ray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or solarray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Reminiscing's a mission this day and age. Kelly and Telma, and we're turning the page. We're talking family matters, it's about those times. Telling what happened, reading between the lines. We're bringing the cast and crew, and you and your family too. 'Cause all we need is Kelly and me, talking about the stories of our family. Drop on by, we're serving up a taste of back in the day. Girls and guys, listen to us, we've got something to say. We'll say hi, there's plenty of room from the sun to the moon. Yeah. Family matters whether it's midnight or noon. Come on by with Kelly and me. Welcome to the family. Take us out, Kelly.
Welcome to the family, y'all.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm Telma.
And I'm Kelly.
And in the 90s, we both starred in a little sitcom you may have heard of called Family Matters.
Right, a little sitcom. Only one of the longest running sitcoms with a black cast.
Yeah, but we only did 215 episodes.
I'm tired just thinking about it. Anyway, I played Laura Winslow, the smart and sassy middle sibling of the family.
Smart and sassy. Some things haven't changed. And I played Aunt Rachel, Harriette Winslow's younger sister who moved in with the family with her baby son, Richie, in tow.
Okay, now in our first episode in the podcast, we talked all about the pilot of Family Matters and how we both got involved with the show and how we truly became a real-life family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you haven't listened to that, what are you even doing here? Go back and get all the juicy details.
Yeah, and after you listen to the pilot, come right on back because today we're going to be talking all about Season 1, Episode 2 of Family Matters, which was called Two-Income Family. But before we get into all that, let's catch up a little bit, Kelly. What's up with you, Kelly?
What's up, girl?
Girl, way more. Those driverless cars, they way more of them than there need to be. I was driving to get my nails done. Happened to glance over. Nice, cute guy. Nodded at me. I looked back, and there was nobody in the driver's seat. Girl, those things freak me out. I'm sorry. L.A. is turning into the Jetsons.
Are you serious?
Girl, driverless cars everywhere.
Oh, wow.
They're Waymos. So that's what's up with me. What's up with you?
What's up with me? Well, in the back of my mind, when I was raising kids, I always thought to myself, at what point do you know that you're not raising a serial killer? And my kids are finally getting to the age where I really like them. Like, I think we're putting out good people into the world. And so just watching them grow and become real people, separate and apart from us, I think that they're pretty cool. You have a great relationship with your son. When did you realize, I think I did good?
I'm still working on that. No.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
I always say that my son is my best work. I mean, I love my career. I love everything that I've accomplished and continue to accomplish. But I still consider him my best work.
Oh, okay. So keep praying for me because I'm still new to the game.
New? Girl, how old is Hannah now?
15.
Ooh, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Take it back. Take it back, lady.
And I'm an old mom.
You are?
So, yeah, I am.
If you say so.
My mother said somebody ain't going to make the graduation. But listen, we rolling.
Oh, girl, Pat don't know what she's talking about. We can't pay attention to Pat. Pat's her mom, in case you're wondering. I guess it's about time we talk about the show, don't you think? I mean, let's get into that. So, today we are talking all about Two Income Family, which was the second episode of the first season of Family Matters.
Well, here's a little bit of an overview. Harriette, the matriarch of the family, played by Jo Marie Payton, loses her job as an elevator operator. They don't even have those much anymore at all.
Nope.
Got replaced by AI, I guess. And then the family has to cut costs while she looks for new work. Now, after a period without luck finding a job, Harriette gets much-needed confidence boost with a pep talk from Carl, her husband, played by Reginald VelJohnson. Right. Now, Harriette interviews for a security job at her old place of work, and she gets the job.
This is a great episode for Jo Marie. I mean, she was just fabulous. She chewed up that scenery, spit it out, and then picked it up again. But this episode aired Friday, September 29th, 1989.
Dang.
Yep.
I was only 13 at that time.
So that would make me 23. Okay, let's move on.
But you still look good.
Well, thank you, darling. It's all rubber bands and fake mirrors. So, Kelly, what else was going on September 1989 that you know about? What can you tell us?
Now, on September 29th, the Soul to Soul song Back to Life was the #1 on R&B charts. On September 16th, Debbie Turner became the third African-American to win the Miss USA pageant. On September 21st, the Senate confirmed General Colin Powell as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Do you remember that?
I met him at the White House. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You got some stories.
Last White House dinner for Reagan, we sang.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
What else?
Well, I was thinking that the one thing that really kind of lends itself to this episode is the fact that on that date, on September 29th, 1989, the Dow Jones took a sharp drop and there was a recession in America, which reflects the financial concerns of the family. What was going on with us? I mean, we had 4 generations of one family in one house with 2 people bringing in an income. And it really speaks to that time. I like that. That was relevant, and it still is, really. Because financially, things are tough for a lot of people right now.
Well, not for you, baby. You got 1 million jobs. Are you Jamaican?
Yeah, but I'm making $1 on every one. That's why I have 1 million. You know they ain't paying real money no more.
I remember one time you told me that NBC gave you a diamond ring as a Christmas gift. Was it like a Tiffany's diamond ring?
It wasn't even a Christmas gift. It was a gift because I sang at a luncheon of theirs. That's when I was doing Give Me a Break.
Let me get you one of these gowns out. You about to be all over town.
You gonna be my agent.
Exactly. Get up there. Come on, tell me.
Wait a minute. Did I tell you? I went on my first in-person audition in 4 years since COVID.
Oh, nice.
I saw live people and everything. It was great. People I knew. We were all excited.
Right. So for those of you who don't know, she don't even need to go in person. Telma working more than anybody in Hollywood. She James Brown, the woman version. The hardest working woman in showbiz. She pop up in everything. The Matrix. What's the name of the new show, Telma?
Clean Slate?
child.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Young and the Restless? No.
That too.
But I digress. So, you know what I noticed, Kelly, when I was watching? I kind of got carried away. I watched 3 shows. But since I haven't seen the shows in so long, except at 2:30 in the morning when I'm half asleep,
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that I was really able to watch the show as an audience. And what I find or have found thus far is that in every show, I actually get emotional. I get teary. There are moments in every show that just really touch my heart.
Really?
And yes. And I guess being away from it so long, I really get it. When you're in it, you're just in it. You're working, you're doing the publicity, you're all over the place. To
Yeah.
go back and see it now as an audience,
Yeah.
it's a really good show. And I'm not just saying it because I'm on it, although I am on it. Don't forget that. It's a really good show. It's a meaty show. Even though it's
Yeah.
funny, it's got just nuggets of reality that are so tasty to me.
Yeah.
I was shocked at my own reaction. I really was, but it just really got me.
That's funny. I feel that too. But coming back to it as an adult and seeing
Yes.
like the
Oh, wait a
things
minute. I was an
that
adult before, wasn't I? Oh, never mind.
but I mean at a different place in life than you
Yeah.
were when you initially had interaction with the material.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Black women are the bomb. Like this specific episode,
Oh, my
I was
gosh.
watching how just she was a soldier.
Yeah. A warrior, really.
Yeah. My
A
mother let me
warrior.
be in a book group with her and her friends when I was a teenager. And I forget the book we were reading, but one of the ladies brought in an article that said that Black women are only second to Japanese men in the preference of their counterpart, and that we would actually rather die alone than not be with them.
Wow.
That we love our families in such a way that we would, to not have it, I'll choose nothing before not having
Right.
that. And how she approaches this difficult situation in that same way.
Mm-hmm. And still with that kind of, I mean, you know she's discouraged, but there's that kind of steel backbone that women have and that Black women have had to have down through the years that you just see come out. It's so ironic. I laugh about Reggie being the one to really pump her up to go get that job, but he's also the one that lost the job in the first place.
Right.
Tell her, go in there and demand
Right.
you. But
Yeah.
I just love the way this family, our family, because it really does feel like my family, not just my family on TV.
Sure.
I really love the way this family supports each other and comes together in all their dysfunction
Yeah.
to be there for each other. And we need to see more of that right now. There's a lot of just negativity and anger and disappointment and discouragement and all sorts of things out there. I think it's wonderful to go back and see a show that really represents not just Black families. We are a Black family, but just to remember what a real family looks like and acts like. I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud of us.
And also, I mean, just bringing it back home to how much you're totally that same type of chick, though. You were on the road. You were still traveling with Tony Orlando and Don. You still had a kid. You still were working. And I was some girl from Maryland that you just met. You still had enough for me. I just think about that all the time. You're so dope.
Oh, thank you.
I ask my mother this all the time. Where were y'all getting all of this juice from? I mean, I get my stuff delivered, my groceries delivered. Anything time I can take a shortcut, I take it because
Amazon,
they will run you into the ground.
Yeah.
How are y'all doing it?
We didn't know any different. You know, we didn't have all the Amazons and all that stuff. We did what needed to be done when it needed to be done. We just did. I used to laugh at my grandmother because she would just get on my nerves. Every time somebody would come to the house, she had to feed them. So half the time they'd be staying on the couch. And I mean, she just felt the need to nurture everyone she came in contact with.
That's totally
and
you too.
Swore up and down I would not be that person. Swore up and down I am that person.
It is.
At my core, I'm Bertha. Oh, God. Give me a moment to get over that, okay? Okay, I'm over it. I watched my grandmother take care of me, take care of her daughter, take care of my sisters, take care of her husband, take care of the house.
Yeah.
And so even though you don't know you're being schooled, you're being schooled.
Absolutely.
And luckily, you know, when I had my son, I was not an old mom. I was a young mom. And I was too stupid to know it was supposed to be hard. So I just had fun. I drug him on the road with us. He did Mike Douglas. He was on stage with us in Vegas. We would stick him up in the bandstand with the guys. And he had a little ukulele and he knew all the songs. So it looked like he was actually doing something. He did American Bandstand with it. I just drug him all over the world with me.
Yeah. You did that to me too.
Yep, I did. I drug both of you a couple of times. And now that I think about it, it was just what we did. It didn't seem that hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we still do. I mean, you know now.
I do. Now that I'm a mom, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how this episode actually just highlighted that about Black women and how we some soldiers.
Yep. Like I said, warriors.
Yeah. As long as we have each other, you know, we had everybody, all these people pitching in to make sure that everything didn't stop at when Harriette loses her job. You can really see the heart of the show in the way that this family cares about each other.
Yeah. And that's what gets me. It gets me because I didn't associate with it like that when we were doing it. So going back now, like I said, as an audience, I see why the show has been on for, is it 40 years, 35 years? How long has it been? Forever.
Oh,
it's been on forever. But I see why. There will always be a need for a show like this, I think.
Yeah.
I really do. And I'm so, Jo Marie's not here, but I want to give her kudos. Girl, you did your thing.
Absolutely.
On that show. Oh, I get chills just thinking about it. You were wonderful. And I'm just so proud of us. So proud of us. And Mother Winslow. And we go there.
That's your girl.
She'll start off so good. She gonna start off the prayer just lifting up everything and lifting up Jo Marie and lifting it up.
Yeah. Then I put it in there.
Dear Lord, please help Jo Marie as she goes out there and gets turned down for job after job after job.
So this is my other question. At what age can you just really start telling people what you really think? Because I'm ready to get there right now.
Well, I started at 35, so have license at it, girl. Do your thing. Tell them all. My grandmother used to just cut people off. She didn't even care. She'd go in the bank and people be in line. She'd walk up to the front of the line and get in front of everybody and say, I'm old. Y'all got plenty of time. So,
well, go ahead, Bertha.
You might want to wait a couple of years before you do that.
Yeah. We also wanted to talk about the subplot where Eddie, the oldest brother of the family, is asking Carl for a pair of new high top Jordans. You remember that part?
Yeah, because what is it, Kareem?
Right, he had some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's who was no longer even in the league at the time, and so he felt like he needed some new high top Jordans. Now Carl tells him he's going to pay for the new shoes himself. So Eddie works overtime at his job and at the market, and he raises the money. And note that he was a 15-year-old with a job.
With a job. A job that paid real money. Again, it's a demonstration of, because you know Eddie's character, Lord bless his heart.
Wasn't the brightest bulb.
And Jamie wasn't far behind him in this episode with that sponge. But that baby, that doggone Darius, did I meet him? When he said, I was sad when I met the man that had no shoes until I met the man that had no feet. And Darius goes, did I meet him? I'm just like, stuff like that just cracks me up. But then to see him come back, having thought about what Carl said, having thought about what he was asking of the family at a time when that money was really needed. So sweet to see him come down and contribute. Like I said, everybody did something. Everybody.
Right. That's why I started out asking you, like, at what point do you know that you raise that? Somebody who's able to read the room. I thought that was a really cool part of it too, where he understood that it was time to step up and be a contributing member of the family.
It's probably different for every kid, you know, or everyone in the family. I don't know. I think that's just something that comes with age or with that kind of input too, because that's another thing I like about the show. There was a lot of love and stuff poured into the kids. You know, it wasn't just like, go do what I said and that's it, or you can't have it because of this. It may have been funny the way Reggie dealt with the shoes, but it was real. And him coming back and begging for shoes anyway is real too, because that's what kids do. I have one that did that. Do you remember a show? I don't remember what this was about, but my son had asked me to do something, go somewhere or something. And I had already said no several times. And then he called me on tape day at work just about the time when we would start filming.
Right.
And I had to tell
That's a
him
good time, actually, because you're going to get a yes. When the parent is distracted, that's when you're going to get what you want. Just leave me alone.
He did not get a yes. And not only did he not get a yes, I told him off so good, you looked at me and said, ooh, you strict.
No, you was always the cool aunt.
Maybe not
Always.
the cool mom, though.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I get him straight then. But that's what kids do. You know, they want something. They just wear you down. I'm just going to come back to you. Just give it to me because you're sick of looking at me.
No, were you aware of any other shows that were dealing with content like that?
No.
I
mean, maybe back in the day, Good Times or All in the Family.
Okay.
But not the way we dealt with it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that it was honest to the way that Black people are socialized in the country? Do you feel like it was honest to your own upbringing? Because I felt like it was very close to how I was brought up.
Well, I was raised by my grandmother. So having a grandmother in the house was natural for me.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that was really very familiar. And maybe that's why we were so good at it. Because it wasn't foreign to us. It was part of our natural DNA, our foundation, how we were raised, how we were talked to as kids. You know, because when I grew up, it wasn't just your mother or your father or your grandmother. It was a lady down the street. I mean, I got spanked all the way down the street for something that somebody 3 blocks away saw. You know, and they have already called my grandmother, and she's waiting for me for another spanking when I get home.
This is a blatant admission of cutting uppery.
Cutting uppery, that's a good one. It was some situationship happening.
Right.
But yeah.
I also thought it was cool that looking at now with all the AI upgrades and stuff that she loses her job because human elevator operators have become obsolete. And we're looking at that same thing right now with all the AI jobs being lost.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I thought that was really cool. Like looking at it now, it actually is really cool to see how much things change, but they're still the same. They're always...
that's why there's that saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Because it's really true. Everything is just a cycle.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
You've never been one to settle. Stand down or stand still. You're a lifelong learner, energized by excellence. There's a fire inside you can't ignore. You've got competition to outrun, momentum to build on, and your own high standards to meet. Stop now? Not a chance. At Capella University, we help you catch what you're chasing because you've always had the drive. Now, go earn the degree. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
You already take magnesium. Smart move. But here's the thing. Not all Mag-Gly is created equal. Solaray's magnesium glycinate is fully chelated, never blended or buffered. That means it's actually designed for optimal absorption and gentle digestion. If you're ready to upgrade your muscle, bone, and relaxation support, choose a quality Mag-Gly that's perfectly chelated for ultimate absorption. Shop Solaray Magnesium Glycinate on Amazon or solaray.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you a fraud-paying American? It's a fact that 1 in 4 honest, hard-working, tax-paying Americans has been a victim of identity theft. With LifeLock Identity Theft Protection, though, if your identity is stolen, they fix it, guaranteed, and get you your money back. Last year, the IRS flagged over $16 billion in refunds for identity fraud. That's billions of dollars that could come from your salary, overtime, or second job. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats you could easily miss on your own. And if your information does fall into the wrong hands, only LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists who are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Visit lifelock.com/iHeart and save up to 40% your first year. That's 40% off at lifelock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.
Right. Also, what stood out to me was Carl's character, how supportive he was and how loving he was helping her to get through that situation. I was like, this is so...
That he caused.
No. That he caused. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But how he's really dope. And his little pep talk.
Yeah. And when I look at the show, it's like looking at a real family. And I know that seems crazy, but I guess because we are all still so close and in touch, that Family Matters was really an extension of our families because we were all so involved with each other, you know, and spent so much time with each other. Yeah. And I love the depression meal. That just makes
Do
me
you remember
laugh.
that? Do you remember the actual meal, though? It was so good.
It was good.
The prop people must have gotten that recipe from somebody who just came
I
out
think
of
they got it
the
from
Great
Rosetta.
Depression.
No, I
Are
think
you
Rosetta
serious?
helped them with, yes. Because she was serious. I mean, some of the stuff she talked about, she really lived through. We didn't, but she did.
Because
But
you can
I
tell the
remember
things are
that.
important to me because I remember that meal. It was super good.
It was, and the cornbread. I mean, that's what's funny, that Black women could take something that nobody wanted and make it taste good enough for people to be, when you going to cook that again?
Yeah.
You know, I was telling the thing about when they used to make soup, when my grandmother would make soup, she would just go to the butcher and he would give her, you know, soup bones. And it would be bones that still had some meat on it for flavoring and all that. And she would use that to make soup. But once they figured out that Black people were using that, they started charging for the bones. For bones, girl, that they were throwing away.
I was looking at this thing that said it's expensive to be Black. It's expensive. Then you going to take something that was for free
and make it work for them. They did. They started charging a bag and sticking one of those labels on them.
Yeah.
But that depression meal was good.
It was
the thing
good.
about when she gave the whole talk, Reggie said, "Well, I'm depressed." He cracked. He gives the greatest side and ate all of it. He gives the greatest looks and sides, and I just love us.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
So listen, Harriette has some great speeches during the show, right?
Oh, yes.
What'd you think about the speech she gave to her boss at the Chronicle as to why she should get the job?
Oh, honey, she tore him a new booty. She really got down with it. I mean, she did. She told him exactly why she was qualified for the job, and she was exactly right. It may not have been on a piece of paper, but she's been managing. She took care of her sister when her husband died. She's running a household with a bunch of crazy people. She took in her mother-in-law. She's running a house, working, cooking, picking up the cleaning. I mean, she was doing everything that you need to know how to do in management and finances because she could turn a nickel into a dime.
Yeah. And it changed his mind. So it worked.
It really worked. And I love the fact that everybody pitched in. I mean, with the little silly stuff we were doing. And, you know, some people don't know that you can actually, you probably, I don't know, you can make $1.25 now, stuffing envelopes, that's a real thing. But yeah, it was a real thing. Back in the day, they used to have these things called magazines and newspapers.
What you mean?
And
That's
in the
going to be on the internet.
And in the back of those, they would have like ads. Want ads, you could get a job, you could be a medical assistant, you could stuff an envelope, you could get a place to live, you might be able to get an audition because they even had them in the Hollywood Reporter and the Billboard in the back.
Right.
Because let's face it, actors need more than one job because other than that, we starve to death.
So does anything stick out to you? Because I was thinking of the Me Too movement, not in that creepy guy way, but like in, well, when she was talking to Mr. Seeger, how condescending he was.
Oh my God.
In terms of,
dear.
Right. And how she didn't have any really qualifications to get the other job that she was seeking.
Right.
And I was like, this stuff has been going on forever. That sucks.
And it still goes on. I mean, it does. Yeah. You learn to work with it if you want to work. But yeah, he was very condescending. The way he was, dear. Oh, Harry, you know, I like you. But it was just like, so when she stated her case and made her case for that job, she didn't leave. much choice but to give it to her, even though
Right.
it didn't look like it was going to happen when she was there. But she straightened him out. And
Yeah.
we have to remember that he knew her as a person. One of the reasons why they hadn't gotten an elevator that
Rid of her in the
was
first place.
because they didn't want to fire her. So there's
Yeah.
obviously some feeling there, and
That she
he
was
had a moment to
essential
think
to the
about it.
operation.
Absolutely.
And she even knew how to do that job. And she wasn't even in that position.
Exactly.
That's so dope.
Exactly. Yeah, we some bad mama jammas. Come on now.
Then this whole episode, we talk about Harriet's job. We never saw Carl leave the house one time, and he had a full-time job.
Wait a minute. And had a magazine sitting in a chair every time she came home. Amy, what happened?
I tell my husband that all the time. They got a saying for it now called the second shift. You go to work all day, then you got to come home, cook, clean, have relations with the husband, do what you're
More
supposed
dinner.
to
Because
do,
you don't do both,
homework.
Kelly.
Not me.
Kelly said,
Listen,
you want dinner? Or you want some fun? Which one? Pick one. Because you ain't getting both.
that's what you call the overplay for the underlay. See, it's a trick. And I peeped that game real quick. Look, you want this or that?
Because it's going to be this or that. It ain't going to be both.
Listen, I keep asking my mother and people from that generation, how were y'all doing it? How were you guys doing it? Nothing out of place. Everything. You couldn't have been sleeping.
Oh, we were
Because
sleeping.
it's like so much work. I tell young girls all the time, you better be sure that's what you want to do. Because if I had to do it all over again, I would have got a boob job and become a compensated girlfriend.
Oh, a compensated girlfriend. Now, that's a good term, girl. I'm going to have to use that somewhere. But you wouldn't have had to buy no boobs. You had plenty. What you talking about?
Yeah, but I would have some bigger ones. I want a good boyfriend.
Some big uns.
Boyfriends are fun. And husbands are the reason they made the TV show Snapped.
Oh, all righty then. Hubby ain't going to hear this no time soon, is he?
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, except for my husband. He's like the bomb.
Oh, clean it up, girl. Clean it up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
That crazy child, because ain't nobody else crazy enough to marry me. I was just joking, babe.
I love you. You are nuts.
Okay, so now that we discussed the show a little bit, let's talk about some facts.
What kind of facts do you want?
Well, if you didn't know, Family Matters was a spinoff of that ABC hit Perfect Strangers, where Harriette was the elevator operator at the Chicago Chronicle. You knew that.
Yes.
But just for everybody else.
Yeah. And of course, they got Reggie from Die Hard. I guess that's why he was a cop.
Right. This episode is one of the only episodes where we actually see Harriette at her place of work.
Yep.
She always references it, but we never see her there.
Exactly. And our crack research staff got some interesting information to give about just what elevator operators back in the day made. An elevator operator in Chicago in 1989, which is when Harriette was working, would earn about $18,000 to $22,000 a year. Now, that's almost poverty level, but not back in the day. Well, listen to this, though. As head of security, honey, we would have been sailing. She would have made somewhere between $30,000 and $45,000 annually.
Good evening.
And that was big money back in the day.
So the whole thing was an exercise in upgrading your life.
Yeah.
So all she needed to just was have faith.
Yeah, and tell people off. And then she got what she deserved.
And what she was good at doing. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. She put us in the money.
People were actually living in a major city for $18,000. That's not that long ago.
Yeah, it's long enough ago where $18,000 was a lot more than it is now. Now it's a Birkin, and a cheap Birkin at that, a Birkin bag, But $18,000, Black women could have lived on it. They'd have been thinking they were rich. Honey, they'd have had steaks, all kind of stuff at the house. We'd have made it work. And it went a lot farther.
I wish I could have seen more episodes of her with that security job. I bet you that was hilarious. Talk about Police Academy.
Well, hey, I mean, get her off my back for a minute because she was always bossing me around.
That's what you got to do to your younger sisters. You got to keep them in line. What are you talking about?
Yes, I remember. I remember how you treated your sisters. Don't make me go there. No.
All right. What else?
So, Kelly, another interesting fact about this episode that I didn't even remember is that this episode, the second episode, was Jamie Foxworth's first episode. I can't even say her name.
I know what you mean.
Thank goodness. Can you say it? Say it 3 times really fast.
No.
Never mind.
Because I'm going to sound crazy too.
But in the pilot episode, and I totally forgotten about it, it was played by Valerie Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And as a matter of fact, on the second episode, she's still sitting at the table in the titles. And then Jamie shows up.
We're diabolical. I mean, it's just changing people out, leaving some people in the first part of the episode, next person, somebody else calling the same name at the end of the episode. What in the world?
We make it work, whether it works or not.
Listen.
I don't know. Speaking of Valerie, though, I often wonder what she did after that. I know she did 2 episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I don't know what happened after that. So, Valerie, if you're out there, honey, give us a call. Let us know what's up with you.
We definitely want to catch up. And the first Richies also.
Yes. Oh, the babies.
The twins.
Julius and Joseph. Yes. They were so cute. They got fired at 14 months. Oh. What kind of business are we in? And then a 3-year-old shows up. Now, we haven't aged, but all of a sudden, my son is 3 years old. Love me some Brighton, though. But that was so funny to me. I was like, wait a minute. He don't look like the last baby we had.
Right.
But they were some cute babies. I love that part of it. Just really sold me because I got to be mommy again, and I just loved having those babies. It was so much fun until they started biting me. Then I didn't quite like them as much as I used to.
They used to bite you?
Yes, we didn't have a baby wrangler, remember?
You were your own baby wrangler for the show?
Honey, you saw me chasing them babies down in the show. I was the baby wrangler and the mama and anybody else that happened to be nearby. But we didn't have anybody.
I guess that's why I never played a mom, baby, because start biting. Bye, baby.
Well, they kind of got by babied after that, too. Oh. That was the end of the first season, and that was that. Mm-hmm. They must have gone upstairs with Judy. We got a whole bunch of actors upstairs at the Winslow house that apparently has 35 bedrooms upstairs and is only 2 feet long.
You know it.
That is the craziest thing to me. Everybody had a bedroom. I had a bedroom, Richie had a bedroom, you had a bedroom, the kids. I was like, how many bedrooms are up there? There are 3 rooms downstairs.
But you know what? My father there was 13 of them. They lived in a 5-bedroom house. I don't get it.
5 bedrooms? I bet there are people that have lived in a lot less bedrooms than that, 13 of them. Stacked up. You do bunk beds, girl.
Yeah.
Stacks and stacks of bunk beds.
Right. My father said that when they used to have friends over, they were like, just slide over. We'll make do.
Make room for the new one.
Was Jesus there with the loaves of bread? What's up?
He dividing it up? Was he feeding the people? Was my grandmother there? Because she would have tried to feed them. They should have called Bertha. Bertha on the move. Bertha come up there. Girl, wait a minute. I have to tell this about my grandmother. Bless her heart.
What?
She in heaven now, so she can't come get me. My grandmother, you remember Pan Am Airlines?
Of course.
She had her a Pan Am bag. My grandmother came to L.A. with an entire ham in her carry-on bag. That's how she traveled. Like, we don't have ham in L.A. And I was joking. I picked her up at the airport, and I was like, Bertha, what do you got in that bag of ham? I said, what do you got in that bag of ham? She's talking about, I was like, for real? I mean, she would come with ham, Spam, anything, Vienna sausages, all stuff. I said, we have that out here. We have lots of food.
I bet you Bertha knew she wasn't paying anything for that ham bone.
Yeah.
She was going to slice that ham up, make a couple sandwiches, and then she had something to make some stuff to put in her greens. So she was thinking.
Again, we have ham. But the fact that I could actually see the bone of the ham sticking out of the pocket in the airline bag, I was just done. And everybody around her just fell out when she said, because she was like, matter of fact, like she did that all the time, which she did. Well, this has been fun. Have we covered everything? Is that it for the show? For the week? Are we done for the week? Could that be?
Yeah. I'm sure after we get off here, we're going to call and then I can talk you off for another 2 hours.
That's what you think. Now that you told me, I'll be gone. No. That's it for this week, but stay tuned.
Yeah, we're going to rewatch each episode of Family Matters week by week, so make sure to rewatch the show right along with us. You can catch it on Hulu and TBS and a bunch of other places.
Welcome to the Family with Telma and Kellie is a production of iHeart Podcasts and Audiation. It's hosted by me, Telma Hopkins.
And me, Kellie Williams.
Our executive producers are Sandy Smallins for Audiation, Adam Rip, J.D. Hopkins, who also happens to be my son and Kellie's faux bro, and Jonathan Strickland for iHeart Podcasts.
The show is produced by Telma and I, but our series producer is Ireland Meacham, and our theme song's lyrics were written by J.D. Hopkins and Adam Rip. The theme song was scored and mixed by Matt Noble, who's also our series mixer.
And we'd like to thank Nikki Etour and the entire iHeart Podcast team. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at Welcome to the Family Pod for behind-the-scenes photos and more bonus content.
And don't forget to leave us a voicemail at our website, thefamilymatterspod.com. We want to hear your thoughts and favorite memories of the show. And let us know if you need advice, because we're good for some bad advice. We might be able to help you with your own family matters.
And make sure to rate and review us wherever you're listening. We are so excited to have you guys along for the ride.
Yes, welcome to the family, y'all. And we'll see you next time. Welcome to the family.
Audiation.
With the Venmo debit card, a taco in one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking your rewards. Nice. Get up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash on your favorite brands when you pay with your Venmo debit card. From takeout to ride shares, entertainment, and more. Pick a bundle with your go-tos and start earning cash back at those brands. Do more stash, get more cash. Venmo Stash bundle terms and exclusions apply. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms. Max $100 cash back per month.
You know that feeling when a story just grabs you and won't let go? That's the kind of drama that's waiting for you on Disney Plus Hulu. Mysterious post-apocalyptic thrillers like the acclaimed Hulu original, Paradise. Action-adventure dramas like Daredevil Born Again. And iconic medical dramas like Grey's Anatomy. Or maybe you want your drama with a side of comic relief with shows like High Potential. Find the drama you want on Disney Plus and Hulu with a bundle subscription. Terms apply.
Owning a home is full of surprises. Some wonderful, some not so much. And when something breaks, it can feel like the whole day unravels. That's why HomeServe exists. For as little as $4.99 a month, you'll always have someone to call. A trusted professional ready to help, bringing peace of mind to 4.5 million homeowners nationwide. For plans starting at just $4.99 a month, go to homeserve.com. That's homeserve.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 to $11.99 a month your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Hey, this is U.S. Olympic gold medalist Tara Davis Woodhull.
And I'm U.S. Paralympic gold medalist Hunter Woodhull.
As athletes, our lives are about having a clear path.
And a team that you can absolutely trust.
So when it came to getting the best mortgage,
we chose PennyMac.
PennyMac is proud to be the official mortgage provider of Team USA and you.
Learn more at pennymac.com. PennyMac Loan Services, LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 35953. Licensed by the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. Conditions and restrictions may apply.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed Human.